I'm not going to say this, I shouldn't say this, but in general, I don't have a problem with rodents in general. But because I've said that, I will. I don't have a problem with rodents. Well, stupid Steve had to go and open his bloody big mouth, didn't he? I don't have a rodent problem. I don't have a problem with vermin in my greenhouse. Oh, for heaven's sake. I'll be able to salvage some of this, but it seems to like some seeds better than others. And I think there might be a few mixed up, so could be some surprise plants this year. Bit of re-sowing to do now. Road trip! Here we go then. Here's my quick bike ride from the house to the allotment. About 6-7 minutes. I cut a bit out here because, as usual, I stop for a chat. Now the rattly noise you can hear is the front basket on the handlebars, and the sort of hollow drumming noise, that is a milk bottle that I use to collect water from the troughs up there for the carnivorous plants at home, because they're not supposed to use fresh water. And for anybody who has trouble on their audio, stay tuned because a little bit of advice is coming up. Right, the camera I use for my recordings is a Canon G7X Mark III, and as I was jury-rigging it to the basket with a couple of bungee straps, I must have turned the thumb wheel on top from video to photo. Now, you can film video in photo mode, but it resets all the video settings to default. And the one thing it did for me was change the audio recording from manual to auto. Now auto, as the name suggests, automatically maintains a sound level, and in this case it's minus 12 decibels. So every noise around is being bumped up to minus 12, like this. But as soon as I start talking, the background is damped out. Well, there we are, not so much traffic today then. I expect it to be quite a bumpy picture, this one, because I've got it mounted to the basket. I want to get myself a proper helmet cam eventually. Only a cheapy nasty one. You know, in my luck I'll lose it. People look at looking at me thinking, who the hell's he talking to? One slight snag with this bike, it hasn't got any front suspension, so every little bump it jars through my wrists. Thank you for passing nice and wide. So as you can hear, the audio levels are all over the place. Moral of the story, always record in manual and set your voice to minus 12 decibels. I find in general that the lorries, trucks, vans and that sort of thing, buses, professional people, they tend to pass wide, and it's the cars that try and take you off by the shoulder, like, you know. Hey up, take a shortcut.
Why not?
And you probably can't see it from here, but that's the allotment right in front of us. That road I just turned off, that's closed now for nearly 6 months for sewer works. Nothing coming, woohoo! Just along here then, and now we're there. Here we are. I always aim for the yellow cobble there, because it's the lowest one. Right then. And believe it or not, all I've popped up for is just to water the new plantings and grab some water for the carnivorous plants. Shut the gate. There's my plot right in front of us. This will be bumpy here. Go. Let's see how good the camera stabilisation program is, eh? Well, there we are then. Another load brought up on the bike. We've got onions in the top, and underneath there we got some musselburgh leeks ready to plant out. Speaking of which, better get on with it. You just seen me what I got on the bike. I just unloaded it. The leeks are ready to go, and these are the LC onions. They're pretty well, they're desperate to go out. I think this is the longest I've had onions and leeks in pots or whatever and unplanted. So get on with it. Spectacular electric storm last night. I saw all the flashes and heard the thunder. I didn't get any footage, but there's loads on my local Facebook group, so I've nicked some footage off that and I'll put it up there in a second. But it was incredible. Cooling down a bit now, thank heavens. It got a bit sticky at nights, didn't it? Right, let's get these onions and leeks in. Now, as you know, it's not usually good advice to plant in the heat of the summer or the bright hot sunny days, but leeks love it. So, and these beds are so moist underneath. I can't. Look, that is soaking wet, so there's going to be no problem there at all. Loads of leeks in here, look. Out with the polystyrene container again as usual. I'll probably have loads of spare, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do is start with that side, because this side is where I cut it with a knife and I can see a few roots cut off. So turn that way round. Well, I think it's a case of get as many as I can in, isn't it? Maybe 3 inches apart. I'm not going to cherry pick the biggest ones or anything like that. I'm just going to plonk them in. Might be easier just to use my blooming fingers, actually. Nah. Get them as deep as I can. And standing up if I can as well. I always oversow leeks. Far too many of them. I'm not one for cutting the roots off or trimming back the green tops. Never have. Never seen any point of it really. And I'm not really worried. What have I got here? 4x4, yeah. About earthing them up, you know, filling the hole up, because it's soft compost. And I'm pretty sure I've eaten a fair bit of compost this week off my lettuce and my salads. Yeah, I'm not being too fussy about how these look. I'm sure they're going to get overgrown anyway with whatever else I plant in here. Yeah, I missed that last one off there. Right then. Quite a few spares. Okay, then in with the Elsie. Yeah, fingers job. Oh, that is so wet under there. I'll show you, look. Soaking, look. Brilliant. I'm cherry picking the biggest ones to start off with, because I think I may have too many. Oh, I don't know, no, 24. Yeah. Looks like got a bit of biochar on the top here as well. Must be from where I used it last year. In another bed, and then I moved the compost over. I reckon 16 is going to do it, you know. Just settle the roots in, and here we are. Give the tomatoes a quick drenching while they're here, and the roots. And wash my hands. Before I pack up today, I just want to show you this gorgeous rose. It really is nice. Peter's Persica. I tell you what, even as the flowers die off, look, they turn a white and pink, I suppose, from a yellow and orange. Really, really nice. Well, look who's decided to make an appearance. The banana has sprung from the ashes. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And to think I was going to dig that up as well. Nice. And I gotta say, those lupins are looking good. Love them, love them, love them, love them. I just noticed as well, Californian poppies. Brilliant. Adds a splash of colour to the plot, doesn't it? Anyway guys, I don't know if you can hear me with this wind. I just cleared mostly leeks actually. There was a few onions in there as well from this bed. And I'm going to put the last of my tomatoes in there, the last 3. And I'll show you where they are now. Here we are. Here's the leeks. A couple of onions, a couple of big red ones. I'll have to check what they, I think actually they could be shallots. No. I don't know. I'll have to check on my list what they are. And there's the last 3 tomatoes. Purple Surprise, Reese Tomate, and Zlatava. So I'm going to pop those in, but what I want to show you, the reason I filmed this is, let's try to get out the sun a little bit. Can my body shade that off? Yes, it can. I'm going to use this Easy Start tomato starter biofertilizer pellets, discs I suppose you'd call them, from Empathy. And what you do, well basically you put as many as you need in the pot. I'm going to put one of these under each tomato, and I've got 3 tomatoes. As you can see, I've used 3 already. What's it say about? I'll do a snapshot of it so you can see what it is. Save me talking. Root grow, mycorrhizal, and beneficial bacteria. Yeah, so that's going to go under those plants there. So I'm not going to film me doing it because you've seen me plant so many tomatoes this year. I'll bring you back when I've finished. Well, there we are. 3 of them in, tied up with the those green canes, and I've put the leeks there. I've got Carroton and Leon left, so I'm going to put a load in there tomorrow. I've just scattered loads of leek and onion fertiliser around there. I'll put those in tomorrow. I'm going to get the bed all wet first, but I'm going to have to protect it against cats tonight, so I'll do the watering and we'll catch you soon.